The Futuristic Party Game, a deep dive into Fusion Frenzy 2 and community in gaming. Video games have come a long way since their inception as simple pixels bouncing back and forth on a screen. Nowadays, they are a true art form with sophisticated graphics, sound, and storytelling capabilities that captivate players all around the world. Video games, though, are not just a way to pass the time. They are also an important vehicle for socialization and community building. In recent years, the importance of community within games has become increasingly evident with the rise of multiplayer gaming and online connectivity. Players find themselves immersed in virtual worlds with other real-life gamers. One game that has capitalized on this trend is Fusion Frenzy 2, a party game that allows players to compete against each other in a variety of mini-games, fostering a new sense of community within the game. Fusion Frenzy 2 was developed in 2007 by Hudson Soft and Blitz Games Studio as a game for the Xbox 360 console. The game is set on a series of different planets, each with its own unique theme and set of mini-games. On these planets, players compete in various mini-games to become the ultimate champion of Fusion Frenzy World. In Fusion Frenzy, players can choose the number of rounds they want to play. In the game, you can choose from an assortment of colorful characters and mini-games. This is similar to the predecessor, Fusion Frenzy, but now there are multiple planets to explore. Fusion Frenzy 2 features 6 characters: Dub, Gina, Jet, Naomi, Samson, and Zack. These are all from the original game, but they now have updated designs. Fusion Frenzy 2 can be played with up to 4 players, and any unfilled spots can be occupied by computer-controlled opponents of customizable difficulty levels. Each planet's specific set of mini-games reflects the planet's environment. The game features approximately 40 mini-games, but some must be unlocked by winning other mini-games. Something interesting to note about Fusion Frenzy 2 is its futuristic host, computer-like interface within the game, and travel by spaceship.
Now it's time to decide the area for the next battle. Which area will you move to next? This area is the next battleground. Players, hold on tight. We're off to the next area. Icicle, a freezing cold planet ravaged by constant blizzards. Players, try not to catch a cold out there.
The game Fusion Frenzy 2 exemplifies how community is an essential part of gaming. Despite receiving mixed reviews, many people have great memories of playing this game, myself included. One of the biggest selling points of Fusion Frenzy 2 is the ability to play with friends. This theme is not limited to Fusion Frenzy 2. Other games, such as Modern Warfare, are also popular for the ability to play with friends and talk trash. Playing games with family and friends is one of the biggest reasons why many people have fond memories of gaming. Game designer Bernard de Koven touches on this in his article The Play Community when he says, "When mother and child play together, regardless of what they are playing, they are establishing a community in which both people operate under the convention that they take precedence over the fun." Community in gaming is a powerful force that can bring players together. This creates a sense of belonging and shared experiences. Fusion Frenzy 2 does this exceptionally well with its wide variety of mini-games and party modes that encourage players to work together or compete against each other. The game's accessibility and simplicity make it easy for players of all skill levels to jump in and have fun together. Fusion Frenzy 2 awards players points directly based on their performance in each minigame. Players who finish first in a minigame receive a special item that increases their attack, defense, or health during the final stage of that planet. The player with the highest cumulative point total at the end of the final stage wins the planet. All point totals are reset after each planet, and the game continues on a new planet until a predetermined number of planets, this is chosen during game setup, have been won by a single player, ensuring the game cannot end in a tie. One of the game's most popular minigames is called Sumo. This is a minigame in which players must push each other out of a shrinking circular arena. The last player standing wins, and the tension builds as the arena gets smaller and smaller. The game's physics engine adds to the fun, with characters bouncing around like rubber balls as they collide with each other.
If you're feeling confident about this battle, why not try using a card? Make it an intense battle!
Another popular minigame is Turbine Jumper, where players control a character on a platform as they jump and dodge obstacles on a rapidly spinning turbine. The goal is to survive as long as possible while collecting power-ups that can give the player an advantage or hinder their opponents. Players can also use a dash move to quickly navigate across gaps or obstacles. The last player standing, or the one who reaches the highest point on the turbine, wins the round.
The next battle has been chosen. If you're feeling confident about this battle, give us something to remember.
Beyond the game itself, Fusion Frenzy 2 has a thriving online community. Players can connect with each other through Xbox Live services, join clans, and compete in online tournaments. This sense of community adds an extra layer of enjoyment to the game, as players can share tips, strategies, and experiences with each other. The game's community also extends beyond the virtual world. Fusion Frenzy 2 has been the focus of many real-world gaming events and tournaments, bringing players together in person to compete and have fun. These events have helped to create a strong sense of camaraderie and friendship among players, even those who may live in different parts of the world. In conclusion, Fusion Frenzy 2 is a prime example of how video games can serve as a vehicle for community building and socialization. The game features a wide variety of mini-games that encourage players to work together or compete against each other. The game's accessibility and simplicity makes it easy for players of all skill levels to jump in and have fun together. Moreover, Fusion Frenzy 2 has a thriving online community where players can connect with each other through Xbox Live service, join teams, and compete in online tournaments. This sense of community adds an extra layer of enjoyment to the game as players can share tips, strategies, and experiences with each other. Fusion Frenzy 2 showcases the potential of a video game to bring together people and create a shared experience.